boys, it is technically Michael Vick Day. I had to update the top 10 quarterback list. I actually haven't even posted one yet on Madden 25, so this is the first top 10 quarterbacks. You guys know I like to update these probably every 2 to 3 weeks on every position while I do the gameplays as well, so I can kind of get a feel with all the cards. The top 10 quarterback list, I think there are 10 cards from here that are not core elites, which is really, really cool to see as well. We've had a lot of quarterbacks in the game. Let's just get to number 10 here, boys. If you're looking for cheap, fast coins to build that God Squad you always wanted, check out my sponsor, U4GM, and use code CHEW for 5% off your order. But number 10, I got Matthew Stafford. I will say, he always has one of the worst releases in Madden. He always throws the ball really slow. They buffed it finally. Matt Stafford is respectable for once in Madden. I love to see it. The problem is, he has the worst cadence I have ever seen. As you guys know, they have signature cadences. Like Mahomes will do, I don't know what Mahomes, he does like the thing with his hands. Lamar like touches the back of his towel. Stafford, he takes a million years to snap the ball and do audibles. It can be very, very tough at times, especially if you're trying to milk clock or if you're in a hurry up mode or whatnot, you're trying to quick snap. It can be tough. The only thing is though, he's also really, really slow. I mean, obviously pocket quarterbacks are really, really bad in this game, especially with the A-gap being the meta defense. I love Stafford's release. I'm looking forward to his cards in the future, but right now, I just can't rank this card any higher than 10. It's good to see him actually. In past Maddens, he wouldn't be here. He wouldn't be here. He'd probably not even be a top 25 quarterback. They buffed his release. At least he makes the 10 spot, you know. I'll take it. So at number 9, we actually have Bryce Young, and I really was looking at putting him or Richardson towards the bottom of the list. I actually think Bryce Young, I used them both because they're so cheap, or I don't want to say so cheap, but his release felt a little bit better than Anthony Richardson's to me in a couple of the house rule games. He is also 78 speed. He's basically the same speed as him, and he's just much better statistically being an 83 versus an 80. I will say it sucks to not have your medium and deep accuracy above 90, but having 85 short as an 83 overall while having decent speed, 82 throw power, his throw under pressure and throwing the runner above 80. Bryce Young actually surprisingly played really, really well, and he also had fast audibles, which, like I said, isn't really a thing I've looked at in past Maddens, but Stafford and Lamar has made me realize it's kind of a big deal this year if you're trying to hurry up and whatnot. But Bryce Young, a super underrated card, especially if you're a no Smith guy. He could be tough for your squad. Hey, at number 8, we do have Tim Tebow. This is obviously not the maxed out version. As you guys know, he can get maxed out all the way over here. He gets up to 84 speed. He obviously has really solid stats. The one thing that sucks about him, though, he has really, really bad medium and deep accuracy. They both do not hit the 80 threshold, as you can see right there, those top 3 stats and the accuracies. The only one of them does, and it's a short at 84. I will say lefties are still cooked. They're still absolutely cooked. They cannot scramble to the right. His release does feel a little bit cockbacky at times. But for a free card, I cannot be mad at it. The reason why I can't show you the full one is because I sold all my stickers before they patched that, and I made like a quick 100K for free. But Tim Tebow, man, a very good card if you are nobody spent. Honestly, I think I'd even take him over that. Yeah, I mean, obviously I would. I would take him over that Bryce Young I just showed you. Number 7, we do got Tom Brady. And I will say, I've seen a lot of Tom Brady sympathizers out there. I don't want to hate on it. I just think the meta and also way too early in the game doesn't really fit his playstyle. The reason why pocket quarterbacks are good later in the year is because they either get really cheap Cephii lead, really cheap hot rod master, or they're the first ones to get it, right? The problem is we don't have abilities this early on. So he has a decent release. It's not like the best. It's not the worst. It's a decent release. But the problem is he has no abilities to make his 70 speed worth using him for, right? And then you could be like, oh, maybe he has good accuracies. The running quarterbacks have just as good or if not better accuracies and throw power than him. They did not do Tom Brady justice at all. He should have been a much better card in the game. It does suck, but still, I guess he still makes the top 10 because it's still pretty early on. Number 6, we got Baker Mayfield. I love this card for his price. Under 200K. You guys know I am kind of I don't want to say a Baker hater, but I'm not Baker's biggest fan, you know? I'm not in real life at least. But when we look at the card, he has his own signature release. They gave it to him. He's the only one that gets it every single year. It's good. It's a very, very solid release. I even recorded the gameplay on him, and I really did enjoy the card. He has 76 speed, which isn't the fastest in the world, but I guess you can get out at times. It sucks because everyone's D alignment is like 85 plus speed at this point, even with the double A guess. So 76 feels garbage right now, but it could get out if you have a lucky enough space. But he has good stats across the board. His accuracies, like I said, are very good, even comparable like a Tom Brady. It's not that bad, but look at him, man. 85 throw under pressure. Baker is a tough card. Super, super underrated. Gets obviously all of the NFC West, right? NFC West. I always mess it up. NFC South. NFC South. Right? Yeah. NFC South. He gets all those chems, so It's really nice to see. But now we move into our top 5, and I thought we didn't have any core elites on here, but I completely forgot about Lamar Jackson. The only negative I have with him, obviously he was the best quarterback on day 1. He was the #1 quarterback until we ended up getting, like, I mean, he was better than Stafford. It was really until they got Josh Allen, really everyone started moving off of him. But it was 81 speed. That's very, very fast to start the year. It's still very, very good compared to a lot of the cards. He has the Lamar release, which I will say, it doesn't feel as fast as it has been in past years, but it's still very, very good. It's still one of the best. The negative with this card, why I can't rank him any higher, his stats aren't the crazy. He doesn't have the crazy throw power, so the ball lofts at time, but he also has the worst signature, like I said, whatever the cadences, that's what they're called. He touches his towel in between every single audible, and it takes forever. It is really hard to get a lot of adjustment playoffs with him. If that doesn't really affect you, I guess it's not a big deal, but for longer play setups, it does take a little bit, and it's kind of annoying, but Lamar's still a top 5 quarterback. Hopefully, it gets a little bit faster on his newer cards, though. Now we get to number 4, where I think the cards start to become a little bit more elite. I think these are the better cards. They're definitely in a little bit of a tier above, I would say, the Lamar Jackson of the list. But Josh Allen is a guy who came in, took over, and he was the #1 quarterback there for a while. 80 speed, so he's very fast, very similar to Lamar, but way better throw power. 87, you felt the difference, right, when you picked him up. He threw the ball way faster. He has really good accuracies besides the deep. 78 deep, you definitely felt it. I red-timed a lot of balls when it came to... I started to realize that it wasn't my fault after I switched over to a new quarterback, because once you started red time, you felt that 78 deep accuracy so many times where you're like, I'm wide open, nobody's pressuring me, I knew I didn't throw it bad. That actually took over at times, but still a good card nonetheless. His throw on the run's really good. It feels like he breaks a lot of tackles too as well, or at least a lot of sacks back there. I think Josh Allen's a dog and still really good. Probably the best under 200K quarterback in the game. Now we move over to number 3. Jayden Daniels is a dog, man. This card is very, very good. He has one of the best, or I guess you could say one of the best releases in the game. He has a Lamar Jackson release, so it's going to be kind of known as the Jayden Daniels Lamar release throughout the year. He's 84 speed, the fastest guy by far we've shown you on this list. He actually got good throw power, too. 84 throw power. All of his accuracies are above 80, which you love to see. The throw under pressure is good. The throw on the run is really good. I will say, this card is still my quarterback to this day because I am a little bit of a cheapskate right now, although in the gauntlet run, I was using Vick for a little bit. But Jayden Daniels, a very good card, man. I'm telling you guys. Hopefully, you guys got your rookie premieres. You can't get him anymore if you didn't get him. He also does get every theme team as well, which helps. So you get +1 speed on him. He's very good, man. I can't wait for him to get better and better cards throughout the year. Hopefully, he has a good rookie season, man. Number 2, I hate to do it. I hate to do it because I know the name value here. I know there's going to be people raging. They haven't even used the card. People are going to be raging in the comments who haven't even used the card because of his name. But the thing is, it has nothing to do with stats. It has nothing to do with his animation. It has to do with scrambling. It is still broken. It has been 3 years now. It's actually been since they've gone to next-gen consoles. They literally cannot scramble to the right. Lefties are completely broken. They have a little bit of a hitch, where you get kind of like stuck in mud when you go to the left as well. But when you go to the right, you turn like literally a garbage truck when you're scrambling to the right. It doesn't do that for right-handed quarterbacks when you go to the left. So we know it's broken for lefties. It's been that way, and that's why a lot of people hate on guys like Tebow, Michael Vick, Tua cards. People hate on these. It's even broken in college football 25, but I will say his stats, his speed, I think do overcome with that and still make him a top 2 quarterback in the game. And like I said, depending on playstyle, I guess you could argue him number 1. He has also the Lamar and Jayden Daniels release as well, so they all have the same release. 87 speed is insane, though. 88 throw power, highest throw power in the game. He whips the ball. He's very good as a pocket guy, but once it comes to scrambling, especially against the A-gap, you do get stuck and you will get sacked a lot more than other guys. But I will say, it's still Mike Vick, man. This card's super fun. And at number 1, I'm still going with J.J. McCarthy. He has the Stafford release, which, like I said, they buffed this year. It's very good. I've seen even people say they like this release more than the Lamar Jackson release. I don't know if we're going to have to do timing, just keep on playing with cards like this to kind of get, like, what the best release in the game is this year. Obviously, it changes out every single year, but J.J. McCarthy is insane. He's being used right now. I'm recording this on a Saturday. The MCS Round 1 Elam, single Elam Mutt tourney, the biggest tourney. It's like for $150,000. J.J. McCarthy's like literally on 90% of teams. Literally not. I think I've seen Jayden Daniels more than I've seen Michael Vick out there. I don't know if I don't even want to say it has to do with price because all those guys have like insane coin stacks. I think J.J. McCarthy's just insane. He also currently gets a theme team boost where he's up to 86 speed. All the stats are like 88 plus as well on him. He's insane, man. I think J.J. McCarthy's quarterback 1, sadly, in the game right now. As a Ohio State fan over here. Boys, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to comment down below which quarterback you're rocking right now in the game, and I hope to see you guys in the next one, man. Peace out, boys.